The Ottumwa School Board has some tough decisions coming regarding the future of the home of the Ottumwa Bulldog football team, Schafer Stadium. The school board met Monday where they heard a presentation from Klinger and Associates regarding the renovation plans at Schafer.
It's been a long process, right? And like you said, it started before I was here. So last night, Klinger did a presentation with a adjusted proposal, narrowing it down, because of course, the project started small, then was around $5 million, then became over $7 million. Then we wanted it back small. So the big question that the board is working on answering is, how long is Schafer Stadium our main stadium for our high school football team?
Well, Superintendent Nicole Koiker says that Klinger came in with a new proposal that addresses some of the issues facing the district. That new proposal includes new metal bleachers built on top of the existing concrete structure on the home side of the stadium. That involves much less demolition. The new plans also involve replacing the deteriorating steps on the home side.
So Klinger came in and did their proposal, talked about what they could do with a smaller amount of money. They came up with $2.49 million, which addresses a lot of the issues and concerns. But of course, you still have, when you're done, a stadium that has older portions and parts. It doesn't make a brand new stadium.
She says the school board will hold a closed session meeting on Monday to discuss their options, which include purchasing new land for use as a football stadium or for other future projects.
We're going to discuss the potential purchase of land. I don't know what the board's going to do with that, but that we need to make a decision on how long Schafer, like I said, is the home stadium for the future of Ottumwa. Just like, how long is Legion Field going to be our baseball team's field? How long are we going to be using the Evans gym as our main competition gym? How long will the high school last? It's almost 100 years old, all of those things. So the board has a really, really tough decision making to make, and it's our job to put all the information out there and let them process through that.
She says that for the board, it boils down to making sure that they're spending money in the most efficient and forward-thinking manner possible.
Because we don't want to spend a ton of money on something that's not going to be long-term, and if it's going to be long-term, we need to make sure we do it right, but still we're fiscally responsible.
She stressed, though, that the board has moved back to the planning stages and no decisions have been made yet.
So as of right now, no action. We tabled the action, but we're going to discuss the idea of purchasing land. And if that's the route that the board goes, we'll most likely put a stadium on the land that would be purchased. Potentially. There's a lot of things, I guess, they could do with the land, but that's a big decision.
For Ottumwa Radio News, I'm Nick Davis.
We still have a lot of, we have a lot of teams. We have Evans teams using the stadium. We have our freshmen, our JV, our varsity. So to me, it would still need to be utilized. It would be great to have two different fields. But Schafer could be used with some TLC and some safety issues addressed. So at the very minimum, I do see no matter what happens, we will address the safety issues, fix the grass field, get it reseeded so it's safe, for students to play on, get rid of some of the steps that are eroding and falling, fix the erosion on the one curve so the track doesn't keep depleting. So any way you look at it, I foresee that Schafer will still be Schafer. It just may not be the main field someday, and maybe it will. It's a great historic location. It's very nostalgic. I do love to go there. At the same time, I'm sure everybody understands the location and proximity with parking, and even to get any work done, it's hard. It's a difficult location to get in cranes and so forth to do work, which then costs more money. Sure. And it's an old stadium. Like I said, it's cool, it's nostalgic, but I don't know. I don't know what the longevity actually of it can possibly be. So we're going to have more conversations, but hopefully make some decisions in the near future on how we're going to move forward.